What is going on, guys? Money Webby here, back again. Monday DraftKings slate for the playoffs. Only a 2-game slate here today, but it's still a pretty solid one. Miami, Philly. That should be a fairly high-scoring game. Spurs, Golden State could go either way. I think it'll be a little bit more competitive in this game. Don't want to see the Spurs really get blown out 2 straight games, but I think it'll be a little bit closer throughout. I still see Golden State winning that game, but it should be a little bit more competitive. We got some great value on the board for this one. I got my money 6 of my favorite plays for the slate, so go ahead and drop a like in the video if you're ready to win some money here today. Let's just hop right into it, though. My first guy is going to be Ben Simmons at 9,700. I was back and forth between Katie and Ben Simmons, honestly, but that risk and this kind of like ability for Golden State to get up big against San Antonio is pretty dangerous. So in cash games, wouldn't feel 100% confident going Katie, and I also think that Ben Simmons could return some more value on his price tag at 9,700. So in this matchup against Miami, he had a pretty solid game. Wasn't able to score very well, only 38% for the field, but still got 52 drafting points in that one. 1 rebound away from the triple-double. That's the thing with Ben Simmons. He always could get a triple-double, no matter like what matchup, honestly. And against Miami, their offense was clicking in all cylinders at home here. And without Embiid, they're going to be going to some more other options, and then Ben Simmons will be a little bit more aggressive on the offensive end, and they'll probably see some more minutes again here in the playoff basketball, just kind of atmosphere just to starters get some more minutes. So at 9,700, think he can eclipse 50 drafting points yet again. It honestly has 60 plus upside, so we're going to go ahead and lock him in there at 9,700. Allows you to build more of a upper mid-tier core here with some of the plays. So for my second guy, OLYNYK at 6,100, had a crazy good game against Philly. And the thing with this matchup against Philly that I really didn't consider last game was that they're going to be going more small ball with Joel Embiid out of this game. They're going to be running like Ersan Ilyasova kind of at the power forward role and Ben Simmons at that 5 role kind of defensively. So OLYNYK, or just in the, not really defensively, but that's how their lineup will be situated. Like there's no really classic like position or role throughout the Sixers lineup. They're going to have like Ilyasova, probably Simmons, and Saric as like their big men, and then Amir Johnson will only be getting around 20 minutes. So I see OLYNYK getting around 30 minutes again here. They're going to need him on the offensive end. Their offense really struggled besides him, and he's just been a good spark for them, shooting very well so far in the playoffs in that one game of 40 drafting points, 9 for 13 in that matchup. So definitely capable of it. And Philly, I think they're pretty bad defensively, honestly, against power forwards. One of the better spots you can attack them. So OLYNYK, we're going to go ahead and lock him in there for another big game out of playoff Kelly. And for my third guy, JJ Redick, I mentioned this guy last game. His price tag went up a little bit, but the thing with this play with JJ Redick, the guy had a really good game, and he only played 31 minutes is kind of around his average. Well, the thing is that he actually got pulled in the first quarter, because he kind of tweaked his injury, that he was his back injury, I think. So he was pulled in the first. Marco Bellinelli was doing really well in the first quarter, so he got some extra runs. So JJ Redick, maybe he would have got more than 31 minutes, but he scored like 23 points in the second half or something like that. So the guy caught fire. I think he'll be able to carry that over into this matchup. And like I mentioned last time with JJ Redick, I think the best spot you can attack this Miami lineup is with the shooting guard. So I think Ben Simmons will be finding him a lot for some open shots on the perimeter. 5,800 has it upside because he can hit a lot of threes again any single game. And like I said, last video, without Embiid, he can get some more looks again here. So lock him in there. For my fourth guy, we're going to go with GORAN DRAGIC. We're really stacking up this Miami-Philly game here because, like I said, with the upside with these plays, and this is going to be probably more points in this matchup and less risk of a blowout in this one. GORAN DRAGIC, guys, price tag is pretty cheap at 6,200. Really struggled from the field, but I like the volume that we saw last game out of him with 14 shots. And I mentioned with Hassan Whiteside out, they're going to be going some more small ball, can spread the court out better for him with DRAGIC, and I think he can just be a little bit more effective here. Don't really see him shooting less than like 30% from the field in three straight games. I think he'll bounce back here pretty nicely. It's not a great matchup, but I just like the opportunity that he's going to have in this matchup. And he can fill it up in some other categories. He has rebound and assist capabilities as well. So I think he's going to get over 30 draft game points here. Maybe more of a cash game play, but he still has an upside. Some of these games he kind of catches fire and he goes for over 40. Hasn't really done it recently, but he's definitely done it throughout his career, and they're going to need him. Their offense really struggled last game, and he's one of the guys that can kick it in a gear. So GORAN DRAGIC, 6,200, great price tag. Lock him in there. And for my fifth and final guy, we're going to go back to the well with Draymond Green. Mentioned him last game against San Antonio, had a very good game. I came out really slow in the first quarter. He was shooting like 1 for 5 or something like that, but he started to get the three ball to drop. 2 threes, good to see that for just his shooting touch in general. And then he got the rebounds and assists they were looking for. He's active on the defensive end with the block and the steal. Mentioned that they're going to be going down a lot more with San Antonio, so he's going to be more active on the defensive end, and he's just running that point guard role kind of there, setting him up for the fine guys like Clay and KD and Quinn Cook off the pick. So Draymond Green, he's going to have a lot of assist opportunities. And even if this game does get into a blowout situation, this is what makes me feel a little bit more comfortable with Draymond, is that they actually run him with the second unit a decent amount. Like, they'll take him out in the third quarter with around like 4 minutes to go or so, and then he'll go back in with the second unit at the beginning of the fourth quarter, and he'll play until there's around like 5 minutes left, even if they're up a decent amount. So I think he can still get over 30 minutes in this matchup, as long as it's not like a 30-point game by half. That'd be my only concern, which I don't really see happening. I think the Spurs will be kind of pissed off about that last game. So Draymond Green has that triple-double potential again against the Spurs. Like I said, running that point guard role, more action down low, so lock him in there. And that's the core five. You got Ben Simmons, JJ Redick, Kelly Olynyk, Draymond Green, and GORAN DRAGIC. And for my cheaper guy, I don't really have a supreme value that I feel confident in, because we're going with that more kind of balanced core throughout. So I was going to go with another guy, but if I was going to go cheap, it would probably be JaVale McGee. Honestly, at 3,600, he looked very good in that game, but he does get limited minutes, which kind of scares me. Amir Johnson has the capability in his minutes. He can get just be hyperactive in those 20 minutes, so maybe him or Manu Ginobili, but he did have a price uptick, which I don't love at 4,100. That's the only thing that really concerns me. But someone on the Spurs lineup is going to have to do good. They're going to have to score some points, and the guy that was able to do that for him last game, for the most part, was Rudy Gay. So this is the guy, my sixth and final guy that I'm going to mention at 4,900. Not sure why his price didn't go up more. I just think this sets up more as a Rudy Gay type game, where he's going to get some more run. If Coach Pop wants to win this game, they're going to need to give Rudy Gay probably around like 25 to 30 minutes, honestly. I think he looked pretty solid. He can combat KD a little bit. He has some more size. They are kind of smaller throughout with those small forward positions. So Rudy Gay is definitely a bigger small forward, and he can give some offensive ability as well with the LaMarcus Aldridge. They really don't have that go-to guy except LaMarcus Aldridge on the offensive end. So I think Rudy Gay, weirdly enough, could be that guy to keep him at least competitive in this game. So Rudy Gay, like his game a lot at 4,900. It's a great value. Has 30-plus upside. Lock him in there. And that's it for the Money 6. You got Rudy Gay to complete it off. So drop a like in the video if you did enjoy, get anything out of value in this one. If we can get over 100-plus likes, I would love you guys to death. Thank you so much for all the support you guys have shown in the video and saying stuff. And definitely subscribe if you are new here or not subscribed already to get these daily DraftKings picks for the NBA slate. It should be a good one here. 2-game slate. I'll also be uploading my MLB DraftKings picks in the morning. So if you're interested in some MLB advice and just plays in general, you can hit the subscribe button for that. We had a great night, especially with the hitters last game, or last slate of the MLB. 3 of my 4 hitters hit a home run, so that was great. Let's try to keep it going here, though, with some NBA. So good luck tonight, guys. We'll see you back here again on Tuesday.